Hello, Aries. Welcome to Ula Tea Leaf Readings. My name is Lenor, and tonight I'm going to be reading your tea leaves. So, Aries, tonight we have the Chariot. Okay, I don't know, this card, I don't think it has like a very negative connotation, although I feel like a lot of people, it's like less sigh when you see it, right? Big sigh. I don't know. I love this card. It really has like I always say, I feel like I can hear this thing when I see it. It's like if you could think of like a cobblestone road, right? In the middle of some old-fashioned European city or something, right? And this chariot is just like barreling down the cobblestone, and it's loud. It's loud. It's loud. It's powerful. It's like, you know, like a train rolling through. And to me, this is so much about when we get that moment of momentum. It hits you, and your motivation is on 10. You are up, ready, you know, bushy-tailed. You know it's going to be hard, but you're going to do it. You know, you're going to do the dang thing. And so I look at this card and it makes me happy. I mean, especially like if we have something big to be working on, right? And now we're coming into a new season here pretty quickly. And I don't know about you, but when it rolls around into spring or fall, if you're in the southern hemisphere, these kind of transitional seasons are all about getting ready, all about cleaning things out and making space in your life, and you know, beginning to bring in the new, and you know, clearing out stagnant energy. That's the big thing, right? That's what I'm always thinking about. But then really getting everything set up for this next cycle of things that we're going to be, you know, I'm sure that some people live in places where it's pretty much the same old. The seasons don't change greatly. But where I live, we have very cold, extreme winters, and we have very humid and hot summers. So very different vibes and a lot of different activities, and it takes a lot to get ready for it. So I feel like this is very on point for where we're at as far as the calendar. This kind of rising from the lull, getting ready for the next thing. Now we're going to see how this interacts with the cards, okay? And I want to also say thank you so much for deciding to click on the reading. It is truly my pleasure. I mean, it is such a pleasure to be able to do these readings for you. And so I welcome you if you're coming back, or if this is your first time. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay. Now, I just like to give this a look on all sides. We have that Cthulhu energy up there. And we just had a 2 down here that moved with the water. So the 2, and then it disappeared. And as I'm looking at this, we have a 3 on the plate. We also have, it looks like 303 right here as well. Okay, so 3 is an important number today. Up here we have what looks very much like a squid or an octopus. Reminds me of the old ones, right? If you know about Cthulhu, or, you know, the terrible ones, the great horror of the cosmos, the anti-cosmic gods, and yeah, H.P. Lovecraft being one of the, I want to say like, you know, the creators of, but really kind of the revealers, I would say, is more accurate. So what does this mean, right? This is an energy that goes beyond even like the Saturnine energy or the Tower energy, or, you know, the energy of death, right? Mortality. This is a thing that is inconceivable, right? It is a extremely oppressive energy, but it's impossible to understand it or know it, right? And so the only thing I can think of that maybe like holds the actual like terror and horror of, you know, kind of this concept would be something like a black hole, right? And so I feel like, I don't think that this is entering your life. I don't think that this is even in reality, you know, like involved in the here and now. But I do feel like what this probably represents, or what I can imagine, because it feels like, yeah, it feels like this like gelatinous, undescribable, mostly unperceivable thing lingering out there, right? To me, I feel like it must be like this kind of existential realization about life, right? That, I don't know, maybe you're not on the path that you want to be on. Maybe you are somebody who suffers from, you know, anxiety, maybe some paranoia, catastrophizing, which, listen, fist bump, me too. I could do that all day long. I should start a channel of just hypothetical catastrophizing scenarios. I could do it forever. I am a master. So, yes, I feel like it really is. It's like that feeling that you get when you wake up at like 2 a.m. and you know you forgot something. What was I supposed to do? Oh my gosh, it was so important, but I can't remember. What was it? That feeling, that, what's going on, right? So, let's see. I want to turn this way. And so we have, it looks like, right over here, a mother figure, a caretaker, maybe a teacher, a mentor, somebody well-respected, beloved even. Just almost kind of like the archetype of the mother, right? This person who is like the perfection of this image, right? And nobody compares. Nobody will ever compare. I feel like this is somebody that likely passed already, or something happened. You know, something like an accident, like a traumatic brain injury, or a stroke, or maybe even like a nervous breakdown or something like this, okay? Changed really their personality, you know, and oftentimes when something happens, especially with the brain, it can really distort somebody's ability to control their reactions, their moods, their behaviors. Might become quite impulsive or unfiltered, right? Just saying whatever they're thinking, even if they don't mean it. It's just a thought kind of going through the head, and they say it. And it's like, whoa, that was rude, or that was hurtful, or where did that come from? You know, but it's like a transient thought, right? And so I feel almost like This is like a deep wound. It's kind of akin to the mother wound, but not exactly that traditional mistreatment or neglect or abandonment. Although I almost kind of feel like there is a sense of like, you left me, but it's not rational, right? Because we know it's like, this isn't your fault. I know that you didn't have this thing happen on purpose. But you can't help but feel like this is not the same person that I used to know. And that is heartbreaking. I mean, it is. It's heartbreaking. So we also have them standing on a flower here. And to me, it looks like a violet. Okay? Like a cute little violet. Now, I wonder if this is like maybe their name or their favorite color. Or maybe they love violets. But I feel like this is an important flower for some reason. Now, we also have, I think, probably 3 children or siblings. You can be adults now. I keep seeing this, like, I don't know what, like a heart balloon or a bunch of balloons in the form of a heart. And it seems so important. I don't know. Maybe your mom put it together for you, or maybe it was something like at a party, a get-together that you were really proud of, or I don't know, but they're showing me this balloon thing. And we see it over here. The heart is right there. So I almost also wonder if you did not have children. And maybe you did. But maybe you didn't have a son. And I know this is like really outmoded. I don't know. Maybe people still feel this way a little bit. I don't know. But this whole like thing where you keep trying till you have a son, or there's some reason it doesn't feel complete unless you have a boy. I don't know. I don't understand that thinking personally, but I'm sure people do feel that way. I know that they do because it is kind of a trope. But I almost feel like for you, there's this continued, I mean, it wasn't your question. People were questioning you about, when are you going to have your son? When are you having another kid? Are you ever going to have kids? You know, this, and I feel like we have a tree, we have a question mark, we have the male fertility, you know what this, like a little, it looks like a tadpole. And yes, I know, I tried to say, I couldn't figure out how to say it in one of my last readings, and somebody in the comments is like, why can't you just say in the word? And I was like, well, I can fully say it, you know, but the algorithm on YouTube is very, very like touchy about certain things. And you know what? I might be a sellout for abiding that, but thank you, YouTube. You have made my life amazing. I'm going to follow the rules. Even if they're not stated anyway, we all kind of know, right? There's certain things you can't say. So I don't know if that's exactly, but yes. You can see up close, it's, yeah, like a male swimmy thing. So this question over and over and over again, I feel like it's just like, even just hearing it again would be like cringe, right? So I don't know if this is related to the person that was coming through, or if this is like another, it's like a non sequitur or whatever thought, where it's like, okay, and also, by the way, we recognize that you're tired of hearing about if you're ever going to have more children, or, you know, are you going to have a grandson pretty soon, or whatever. So we have the tortoise. We also have the letter CT, and the word bus. B-U-S. Bus. Not bussin', bus. My niece, I have a teenage niece. She knows all the new lingo. All right, so we have a rabbit, okay, which is perfect for the northern hemisphere here as we are going into spring and all of the imagery that goes along with that. But up here we also have the tortoise. So we know about the hare and the tortoise, and we know the hare, the rabbit, thinks so much of themselves and how fast they are that it takes a break before the race is over and falls asleep. And the tortoise, who just keeps going, keeping its pace, ends up winning, right? Because the tortoise got distracted. The hare got distracted. So I feel like for you, just a reminder of slowing down, staying the course, not being pulled any which way by other people's opinions. And, I feel like there is a sense of trying to get refocused, and I feel like that's the thing. It's like you're trying to find that thing that really feels like you can latch yourself onto it and be really like all about that life. And I think that you're getting there. I really do. I think you're starting to really enjoy things a little bit more. Have moments where like, this feels good. I could live like that. I could get used to this, right? And so, I think it's just a lot of keep pushing forward. Don't let the stuff on the outside, the people, their opinions, their advice, right? The freaking advice, whatever. All of the things that we can find to like pull us this way or that way, just stay the course, right? Because you're going to get there. You're so close. It feels like you're so close. Also, we have a person catching a fish up here with their hands. Can you see? There's the person, their head's up here. Arms raised. Here's the fish, right? Oh. My finger. That's what it is. You can see the little fish. It reminds me of like a catfish or something. So that is money. Money. Also, funny enough, I don't know why this feels prominent, but you can see the 3 out of 3 siblings or 3 peers, you're going to be making the most money. I feel like you're going to be the most successful. And that I think is part of our repeating 3. I feel like in this cycle, you're going to be the one that kind of pulls to the front here. We also have a Leo person. Ooh, I feel like there might be a Leo love connection or a flirtation a little bit. They do have a little bit of money too. I can see the little fish here. But I feel like they have 2 kids maybe, and it feels like they're they're very devoted to their children, which awesome. That rightfully so, right? They should be. But almost to a point where it's like there's no room in their life. And I think that's where the problem you're going to run into. But we do have a key here. We have a key. And I feel like, ooh. Yeah. So we also have an oil lamp. So we have a wish that's going to be coming true. Okay. Whatever the big dream is right now, you're going to realize it. And that's probably where you're going to be making some more money. Okay. I feel like this Leo person, almost kind of a test. It's like, do you want to like meet this person that, or, go down this road of getting to know this person and possibly having a relationship with them, and all that is involved in that getting to know you, the courtship, the moving in, the, you know, mixing family, all the stuff, right? And yeah, maybe it is worth it. But then on this side, there's the key, right? And the key, I really feel like, is about your devotion to the work you're doing. And to growing whatever it is that you have begun to work on. That project, that business, that side hustle. Maybe you are, you know, getting on the internet. So you're starting to do a channel, or you do readings, or, you know, whatever it is. Kind of, I feel like it's this continued, like, don't get distracted kind of message, right? So I don't know. The universe is really kind of testing you. And I think that's where that Chariot energy really is. The Chariot is very little to do with love. I mean, it's a love of, you know, the work, love of self, love of the path and all that. But it's not about romantic love, is it? So we have the number 92 for our first lucky number. 87. 3. Nice. Okay, so now we're going to do our gratitude affirmation card. And I'll stop where it feels right. And it says, apothecary jar. I am thankful for the healing aid of medicinal remedies, balms, elixirs, and antidotes. Help mend my wounds and restore health to my body. Practice. Give thanks for a medical remedy that helped you when you were ill or injured. Well, I'm going to go with purple because I have been on that elderberry life. We even have elderberry growing in my yard, and I'm so stoked to harvest it this next, like, late summer, fall, to make my own syrup. But elderberry has been so amazing during this flu season. So I'm going to thank elderberry. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, we're also going to end with our inner child affirmation. Oh, no, wait, what are they? The inner child oracle cards, excuse me. All right, here we go. 33. See the threes again? Speak to yourself with kindness. Become aware of how you speak to yourself. Become aware of how you speak to yourself. All right, Aries, I love you. I got to get out of here real quick. So if you want to like, subscribe, or leave a comment, please do. I love hearing from you. Other than that, please take care of yourself. We're going to talk in a few days. I love you. Good night, good night, good night.